Hi, this is Rusty Dog, and this is going to be yet another smuggling video. Now I've already taken 3 videos of 3 previous Robigo runs out of 4 more that I've already done. But I don't know if I'm going to put them online or not, because they might get a bit too repetitive or a bit too, I don't know, even if I edit them down. Basically the outcome is that since my previous video I've done 4 more Robigo runs today, which have so far totaled 99 million credits. The upshot of that is that my stats have changed a little bit, and that was all done in the ASP, but we're back here now at Robigo, and I didn't bring the ASP this time. I refitted this thing, the Cobra. Now this is quite a different build from that of the ASP, so there's going to be some different tactics going on here in how we get to the first destination. As you'll probably no doubt be aware, there's no shields on this thing, and that's because there's no room. And we haven't got outfitting here, so I can't really show you. But basically, you can't get class 2 shields, and this thing doesn't have a class 3 internal compartment, so the only thing is a class 4. If I put a class 4 shield on, it would mean sacrificing 16 tons of cargo. And I'm only carrying 40 tons as it is. So these are the stats as we've got them now. So my trade rank has gone up to 79. That's probably going to go beyond that now. It'll probably be 80, 81 by the time we're done, because I've only stacked 2 missions. And the reason I've only stacked 2 missions is not because I'm running out of space, because I've still got 17 tons left. It's because I've got 2 missions stacked just to test the Cobra and see what it's like compared to the ASP. Now the Cobra's got plus points, the biggest one being speed, and obviously it's smaller, so it probably have less chance of being scanned, but speed is the main thing. It's got less cargo and no shields, but hopefully the speed will make up for that. I do have a heatsink and a chaff launcher. Might not even need them, but I'm going to be using them anyway as a precaution. And basically it's fully A-rated, apart from, I could have A-rated the sensors, but I didn't need to, so I put them as D to keep down on the weight. And that's basically it. 2 medium pulse lasers. The other 2 hard points are not wired in with anything. All A-rated here. A-rated frame shift drive, A-rated fuel scoop, both class 4s. So we're going to be fuel scooping on the way, which is something I didn't need to do in the ASP because it had a 76-ton fuel tank. So there's more risk because we're going to have to fuel scoop along the way. So let's see how that works out. I know how to get around the interdictions now, because clearly I've just done 5 runs in the last 2 days, and they've all been successful, and that has brought me in a total of 114 million credits in 2 days. What that's done to my stats here is it's brought my assets up to 1.5 billion, which is why I did the last run, because previous to the last run it was on 1,470. So I thought I only need 30 million. So I stacked 7 missions, which were 6 shadow missions and 1 standard delivery, and that got me to 1.5 billion in assets. So the reason I'm going to do this run is because I want my balance now to go and hit 750 million. So we stacked 2 missions. One is for 2.7 million, the other one is for 5 million. So that is 7.7 million, which will take that over the 750 by a small way. Okay, by 1.7 million. So the other thing, if you didn't notice it already, was that this one needs to go to Rebis, specifically to the Alcala terminal, which is an outpost, and the second one goes to Rebis, which is the Alcala terminal, which is an outpost. So they're both going to the same place. So it's just one destination, and it's just to quickly to test that. This I got because I got interdicted by a fed eagle 3 times. He was persistent, and on each occasion I shot at him to avoid the scans, and on each occasion I was successful, but of course it's given me a bounty which doesn't go away for another day, which is a bugger because I just cleared the board. So let's try the Cobra, see A, if it's successful at delivering the cargo, and B, how it copes, because it has to field scoop and it doesn't have shields, but it does have speed. So it should be able to run away from any scan, theoretically. So we're going to have to travel to Rebis, which is 351 light years away. Now obviously we cannot get there in one go like the ASP would be able to do. So it's probably going to be about 20 jumps or something. 19. Okay, let's do it. We will be submitting to all interdictions, and if we're in lawless territory, I'll probably be turning on firing on the feds. Now I'm confident now with these Robigo missions, which is surprising to me. I never thought I'd be in... What am I doing? I didn't think I would be in a position where I could actually say that I'm confident and relaxed in doing these, but that's in the ASP. This is new for me. The technique should be the same. It's just the addition of field scooping and the fact that this ship is not carrying any shields. The biggest risk with no shields for me is as I boost towards a station at high speed. If you miss, you know, if you don't get your alignment right and you hit a wall, it could cost you the ship and the missions. So, here we go. I don't know if I get interdicted by a Fed whether I can just run or whether I should turn and fire. If I decide to just run and I'm successful every time, then it's a piece of information that I've found out for myself that it works and that I don't need to turn and fire. What I might do though is chaff to slow the scan down while I'm boosting away. Now I've only got 2 missions, so I might not get too much hassle, but I am going to have to remember to field scoop, and specifically doing it in systems where it's quiet and I'm not getting hassled by anybody. But I'll be doing it, I won't be doing it static like I normally do. Slow the ship right down. I'm going to be going as quick as I can around the circumference of the star in order to scoop and try and keep anybody off my rear engines. So let's scoop here.
Fuel scooping.
First get it up to maximum speed, drop it into the blue zone and just skate around. that's maximum 343, which means I'll be overheating but I'll be okay because I'll be fueled by the time that heat causes me any problems. If I'd taken 3 or 4 missions instead of 2, I probably would have ended up getting a bit more attention. If I get no attention, then this won't be a good test because I need at least 1 Fed interdiction and 1 pirate interdiction in order to put this ship through its paces. So I am actually hoping that I get interdicted by 1 of each ship, because that's the whole point of this test.
Fuel scooping.
So we'll quickly scoop. Now, of course, because we're scooping, we need to enable the orbit lines, whereas with the ASP I had them turned off. Unless I was docking at a Coriolis or a Celis starport. Two missions only. Maybe we're not going to get too much attention until we get closer to our destination. So this video might be edited until some action occurs. If one of those said, you're the one with the big haul or that kind of stuff, don't try and run all that tasty cargo, all that stuff, then I would be moving away from the star because I don't want to get interdicted near it. Okay, gonna jump at 60 degrees, or 60% heat I should say, not 60 degrees. Jump at 60% heat as opposed to waiting for the FSD to cool off. It's a whole different set of things. I'm not waiting for FSD this time, I'm waiting for the temperature to cool. I don't need to scoop at every star, but if it's quiet and I'm not getting any hassle, then I'm going to take the opportunity to do that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, so far this has been quite uneventful. We've had no attention whatsoever from anybody. Maybe I should have piled more than 2 missions on. But like I said, I could have stuck 3 or 4 missions on. But I was just going for the 750 million in the balance. Because I just thought it would be pretty cool after today to have 1.5 billion in assets and 750 million in that balance. I thought that would be alright.
Fuel scooping complete.
I can't believe that this is going to be my 5th Robigo run of the day. I had no plans in doing 5 runs today. I thought maybe 1, maybe 2. But it's just been working out. And I'm quite proud of myself because I didn't expect this. So since watching a video on smuggling and listening to or reading some tips after I asked people about it, I got some tips. Since following that, it's I've made it work. Here we go. Now we've got a security vessel. Now normally I would try and roll around and try and avoid that. It's an anaconda, so I should be able to outpace him quite easily. If he gets a chance, that is. I'm not going to let him do it. I should have, probably. But an anaconda hasn't got the speed of this ship. Anaconda, my A-rated anaconda tops out at 271 meters per second. This ship will top out at 450. So there's no way that anaconda's keeping up with me. And I need to fuel scoop. I better remember it the next system. I should have really done it on this one. And for all you explorers out there who don't know yet, 2.1 apparently will have a system where
Fuel scooping.
if you're out in deep space and you've scanned tons of systems and you want to know what you've scanned, you know when you come back and you sell your exploration data and you've got that list 20 items at a time, and then you sell that 20 items at a time, it tells you how much. Well, that list will be available from inside your ship. Apparently, you'll be able to see your exploration data. That's what I heard. And once I get down to about 6 jumps, I should have enough fuel to get there without scooping.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, I don't know quite how they're going to do that, because you normally have to go into station services to see that information, so I don't know how they're going to do it on the HUD. It's probably going to be available on the right panel somewhere or on the left panel somewhere. Obviously it has to be in one of those places. Okay, so can't fuel here. So I'm not going to panic at the moment. I'm going to have to get an interdiction. I'd rather not, to be honest. But if I don't, I'm going to have to scrap this video and do another one.
2, 1.
It's not a question of whether the Cobra can get away, it's whether I can make the Cobra get away without being scanned.
Fuel scooping.
Mile 44. So, I'm going to bring it to a stop now. There's nobody on the screen that's going to hassle me, so I'll pretty much get going again. Wait for the temperature to drop to 60% and go. Jumps. You don't get a lot of hassle with 2 missions, even if they do total 7.2 million. The last runs I've done, I can tell you what they were all worth once I get a moment. Well, I did tell you, didn't I? I told you the totals. But I can tell you the breakdown. So run number 1, which was on the video, was around 15.7 million. This is roughly taking into account buying fuel, picking up bounties, that kind of stuff, paying for repairs. So 15.7 million on the first run, 26.9 million on the second run, 22.7 million on the third run, 19.2 million on the fourth run, and 29.2 million on the fifth run. So, you know, and a bit more. So the whole thing came to 114 million. And that was only with one run yesterday. And 4 today. 4 today. This is my fifth one today. So imagine if I'd done 4 yesterday. Because the 4 I'd done today is 99 million. And a couple of those missions were only worth 3.6 or 3.8 million. If I'd been more picky and only picked missions that were over 4, then that's 100 million. So I could have effectively been doing 100 million a day. Think of that. If this next system isn't scoop-fromable, then I'm going to have to look at the galactic map and see what's coming up and see if we can get to a scoopable star before we run out. It just adds another layer onto the... But this has been easy so far. I'm not getting any hassle. This is just like deep space exploration at the moment. I had an anaconda threatening to do something, but he never did. Maybe he couldn't get turned in time. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the old G-map and see where we are. So let's pop it in here, pop it by star class, and KGB foam is all we're interested in. That's that soft stuff that Russia exports, KGB foam. Okay, so we are going to run out before we come across a scoopable star. Are we not? Here we are. So I need to prevent that from happening. Okay, that puts us on a completely different course. And this is one of the issues. But we've only got 2 missions, so we might be able to do it without hassle. I should have piled on more missions. I should have at least brought 4, possibly 5 if I had the cargo space. Right now I'm only holding 23 tons. Somebody interdict me! Oh, come on! I thought I had already pressed that. Yeah, I've obviously been back to Sumrata Desert to pick this ship up. Put my anaconda back there as well, so everything's back under one roof. And I set off from Shinrata at about 2:30 AM. And it's now 3 minutes away from 3:30. So all to get down there and then to get back up to my first destination. So not too bad, I don't think. problem with running the fuel this low is when you scoop you have to wait for longer. And I hate the wait.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, that looks very scoopable to me.
Fuel scooping.
I'm not getting anybody giving me any bother at all. So there you go, there's a new thing. If you take 2 missions, you won't have to do anything. It's just a quick 7.2 million for doing a few jumps. 2.7, yeah, it's pretty much exactly 7.2. This is not what I was intending. I thought I would at least get some interdictions. I know the more missions you pick up, the more attention you get, but I was expecting something. Okay, I now no longer need to go to the next system. So we should be able to get here now on the field we have. We can. Ah. Yeah, whatever. 3 jumps and we're there. 3 jumps and this whole thing's over. Well, I can't see this video going out then. It's too uneventful.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, finally.
Fuel scooping.
A Viper. Now they're pretty quick. Finally. You've stopped my bloody data scan as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is just going to be pure boost. Let's look at the... I could easily kill him. I just want to see how quick I can get away from this ship. There's system authority. Now apparently I need to be more than... If I'm more than 1.5 kilometers away, they won't scan me. And clearly, look at the distance I've put on that Viper. I think he's jumped out already. No, he hasn't jumped out. He's just off my radar. Did I make a mistake again? Yes, I should have jumped. Right, cheese roll. That's what I call a cheese roll. It's to try and help prevent interdiction. Oh, I just missed the timing there. No. I didn't think it would do it. I should have kept going round the other way.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Fuck you.
Warning.
I submitted. Look, 0 throttle submitting. I don't understand that. This combination of submitting and then getting an FSD failure. I don't understand. I need to be facing the other way. Actually, now is a good time to super cruise. I am 7 kilometers away now from that one. Right, they're both off my radar. That's how fast this ship is. So my hope now is to system jump, wait till it charges up. Just keep boosting. Now it'll ask me to align.
Ready to engage.
And then we drop it into the blue. Get it almost there, and then back up to full throttle. Oh, come on, throttle, for Christ's sake.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So there we go. We got a security vessel and a pirate at the same time. Why doesn't the security vessel say, hey, pirate, you're one? Maybe they should be fighting each other now. Didn't get to scan that last system. Maybe I'll go back. Kidding. So this is it. It's one place, one system, one drop-off point, and it's an outpost.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So there you go. Because of the speed, I didn't get scanned. No chaff, no heat sink, nothing. I should be able to do the same going into the station, but the problem with that is that I'm going to have to be boosting in at some speed to avoid the scan, which means you cannot afford to get the alignment wrong, because I don't rate this ship's chances of smacking into a wall like I did with the Asp and surviving on no shields. Actually, what am I talking about? It's a bloody outpost. But the point still stands. The point still stands. If you're going into one of those Ocellus or Coriolis starports, you better damn well get it lined up. If you heatsink and chaff coming in, I think you may be able to take it a little bit easier, because you'll probably have more chance of thwarting the scan in the first place, or at least slowing it down if one does initiate. But without using those, you want to be coming in as quick as you can and use the Cobra's speed. That's its advantage, so you have to be using it. The whole point of using a Cobra for me here is the speed. And again, I can only see two viable smuggling ships for Robigo, and that's the Asp Explorer and the Cobra MkIII. I don't see any other ships being as practical, and out of the two I would take the Asp. Yes, it hasn't got the speed of the Cobra, it does not, but it does carry more fuel. See, this has been easy. How quick can this thing scrub off its speed? Oh, I thought I was having to come in that way. It doesn't matter. It's so maneuverable at low speeds, this thing. That.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, was that a good test? I suppose so, because it proved
Docking
that
successful. Engines disengaged.
once I was interdicted by the Fed, I didn't have to chaff or anything. He didn't even initiate the scan. I was already too far gone, too distant from him. So yeah, let's cash these two in, and that's my goal. And then I can shut this thing down for the night. Almost there. Oh, look at this. Well, let's see how much money I've got left. I mean beyond... Yeah, okay, I'll do it. So, let's do the donation missions, just because they're here. I didn't know that Terebis was a donation-y kind of place. But there's 4 here that I can see at the moment. Okay, let's do that. Where are we right now anyway? 9%. This might... Oh, did I get to 80 there? 81% Tycoon. It was only... It wasn't that long ago, maybe less than a month ago, when it was 27%. But thanks to the cutter, which got me to about 64, was it? And then from 64 to 81 has just been the Robigo stuff. Crazy. Okay, so Rear Admiral 9%. I'm hoping this is going to take it to 10. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will. 4 of them is probably going to get me to 11%. We'll see. It'll be one of the 2 anyway. Okay, nothing on here. Nothing on here except for that crap. Yeah, 11%. So things are moving. All too quickly, maybe. But I am enjoying the Robigo mission. Right, that's it then. All done. Dusted. Tested. Both ships work well. I like the ASP though because I can be successful with it, even though I'm using heat sinks and chaps when maybe I need to, maybe I don't. But I can carry more cargo, therefore more missions, and get more profit. Okay then, so I am done, and this is Rusty Dog signing out. Bye bye. Signing off. Signing off, signing out. Whatever.